Hello everybody and welcome along to another brand new video this week, today, whenever this is airing, I don't really know. With more flies, if this video's come out after the previous one, I don't really know. But we're outside, there's lots of flies, it's rather unfortunate. And today we're giving you some, I guess what you could call unreleased content.
Yeah, some deleted scenes
from earlier this year. You hopefully have reasonably recently seen a video me and David did at the Royal Albert Hall, where we talked all things Doctor Who music and the Doctor Who proms for the future, who knows. Go check that video out down in the description below if I remember to put it there. But also that day we filmed a couple of other little location pieces in regards to a project that never quite came off. But
we had a lot of fun.
Tell us a little bit about what this could have been and what ultimately we filmed.
So back in the 1970s, Elliot and I were at the Doctor Who offices. No, I'm joking. Earlier this year, we had the idea of doing a sort of feature documentary.
As we get attacked by flies again.
As we get attacked by flies.
There weren't going to be still a great Doctor Who title.
It is. I'm going to write this story actually. There weren't going to be flies in in this feature documentary, but we had the idea of going around Doctor Who locations that we used to film Doctor Who in London, and just going around doing a bit of a chat show like them, in the sort of style like it was just like a travel show. That was the idea.
Yeah, where we just turn up at a Doctor Who location where they filmed one scene in 1972. And try and find interesting facts about that location and that story.
And just have a wander around. And it was a nice idea. I think it was a little bit... optimistic isn't the word.
A heavier workload.
Yeah, it was basically it just we
didn't really become viable for a variety of reasons.
It wasn't viable for us. But we did have a tester day in March,
which was on that proms day, where we visited a couple of locations from two different classic series stories.
To see how it would work, and so we decided we really wanted to put it out there because we were quite proud.
So this is the best attempt I've done to put together what we filmed that day.
Exactly.
Into a little bit of fun. So without further ado, let's pass over to Elliot and David.
Here is Elliot and David's Doctor Who location adventure.
Take it away.
Roll the VT. So,
well, we've attempted.
We're attempting a reconstruction
of 5 years ago.
Oh gosh,
56 years ago.
It's almost 60 years now. We were at the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, but now it's almost 60 years ago. But if Elliot is right, we're sort of like Daleks. We're meant to where the Daleks were meant to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the Dalek invasion of Earth.
In 1964.
And I don't feel very much like a Dalek. I feel like I need more of a.
You need a big casing or something, don't you? Or a little tricycle to roll on or something like that.
Yeah. You know? But if there's a lot more people around than there were in the Dalek invasion.
Because of course, filming at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning to try and keep it as quiet as possible.
What day were they filming, Elliot?
I can't remember.
Oh, Elliot,
But I know it was a Sunday. It was 6 a.m.
Oh, really?
They got out really early on a Sunday morning so that it'd be cheaper to film, easy to film. They wanted to show a deserted street, so it needs to be nice and quiet.
Yeah.
And this seemed a good opportunity to come up here, I think, as well. Yeah. They did say though that by about 10 o'clock, when they were doing stuff over at the Albert Hall, it was starting to get a little bit busy, so they kind of had to wrap it up because there were so many people and they were struggling to control the crowds and get the police out and everything, because Doctor Who's a big thing by this point. Even though it's only a year in, it's a massive thing.
I mean, it's not now, is it?
Well, no one cares about Doctor Who anymore, of course. But back then, and imagine seeing the Daleks, a Dalek out on the streets of London, like that's the kids will be flocking on a Sunday.
Exactly. And it's not like you find those photos or whatever on Twitter, spoiler photos. Like, I don't know if spoilers really existed back then, because you might see it in London, but fans in Birmingham might not even know that this had happened.
Exactly.
So it's quite interesting that this was filmed on the same day as the Westminster lot as well, wasn't it?
Yes, they got around London pretty massively.
From 6 till 10, they
4 hours. They covered that whole 3-minute scene was done in about 4 hours.
And as we were saying, like, there's a lot of steps here, like, to get up
and get a Dalek up here.
Get a Dalek. Get how many Daleks? It must have had about like at least 5 or 6 Daleks. Get up all these steps, and there were some up there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a brilliant location,
and it still looks pretty similar to what it did back then. I think it's fair to say. There's an extra set of steps, which is kind of thrown us off, and there's no longer grass here.
No.
But the memorial itself looks pretty much exactly the same. I think one of the gates was open.
One of the gates was open. What I've noticed is that statue over there. We don't know if it's in shot, but we'll try and see that it's in shot.
I think it's in shot.
That statue over there wasn't there in the 60s.
There wasn't.
And I found that crazy because maybe it's like it's all the same as the others. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they were restoring it or something. But it's really interesting to come here and see how it's changed.
Which is really not very much at all.
No.
Like, we could be in 1964 and it wouldn't look much different.
And obviously, like I know it's stupid to say, but you sometimes when you think of those sorts of areas, you think everything's in black and white, but it's not.
No, I know. You have that feeling because you've only ever seen it in black and white.
Exactly. So it would just
it would look gold. The gates would look golden.
It
back
would
then.
look just like it does today, just with a few
and
extra
it's
Daleks.
high quality in your eyes. Just low quality Dalek.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Low quality Dalek, high
Exactly.
level. I think that's how we're some of this location. Low quality Dalek, high quality locations.
Well, we've now done our research and actually found out what's going on. We found out this was filmed on the 23rd of August, 1964. So that's 55 and a half years ago.
55 and a half years. But
what else do you want to say about this location?
So what I wanted to say was because this was sort of like the real start of location use in Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we have bits in like the Reign of Terror. I think the Reign of Terror is the very first.
With a duplicate of the Doctor walking through some
not even
path.
William
It's not
Hartnell.
particularly interesting.
But like this sequence is the first extensive use of location in Doctor Who.
Yeah, and finding out how the team could do that so well and get an effective look and just I think give a bit more scale to the production rather than being stuck in studios like they were for the whole first season pretty much.
Yeah, and I think the Daleks that we used in this correct me if I'm wrong, are newer Daleks. So apparently they had pedals in them as well.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
And so it was quite hard. I mean, if you think of trying to get several Daleks up these steps, but then they had to pedal off. I'm not surprised you get stuck in a grating or whatever. It's really quite tricky.
Yeah, and it'd be a bit risky if you're pushing up towards the edge. You don't fall over. As soon as you go over, they're going to tumble, smash it, and it's going to be a blooming disaster.
And how expensive are those Daleks as well? I found that amazing.
BBC wouldn't be able to afford to replace one.
Let's say that much about it. Let's say that. But also, I found it quite brilliant that Terry Nation actually put all of this in the scripts.
Yes.
Because quite often you'll just have in the script, Daleks take over the Earth or whatever, lots of different locations.
You just have to work it out, but
he asked places, for this specifically. Like he said, I think it's something around like spidering around the Albert Hall, Kensington Gardens, which is behind us.
Then getting South Bank as well, and Westminster Bridge and everything like that. Seeing Daleks at Westminster Bridge, that's pretty cool as well.
It is, I think.
And then one of my favourite things, the little detail of the Daleks when they're right here, putting their suckers up in a Nazi salute style.
Yeah. Which we're not going to recreate because that's quite offensive.
No, we would have issues if we tried to do that.
Yeah, we would have us slightly.
So just imagine us doing a Nazi salute.
Imagine me as a Dalek, because I think, Elliot, we've set up this shot that I am literally where the Dalek was.
Hopefully, somewhere around here.
Hopefully, somewhere. Yes. We're trying.
We're trying quite hard.
So, yeah. But,
there's not really much more to say about this location.
Not,
so I think it's just about time.
And
I think it's just about time to head on to the next location, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's go to the next one. So, Elliot, here we are at Cornwall Gardens.
We are indeed, a place not really known for anything.
I think it's very famous, personally. No, it's not really known, but they recorded The Mind of Evil here. So the World Peace Conference was set here, which is the new Unit HQ.
I mean, for one story only.
Yeah, for one story only. So when did you first watch The Mind of Evil, Elliot?
Gosh, 5 years ago, I think.
5 years?
6 years.
Oh, wow.
Still 40 years after it aired.
I mean, I first watched The Mind of Evil
this week.
I'm not going to lie. So I'm apparently an expert in The Mind of Evil. But
well, what can you tell me about the story then?
Well, that's very true. What can I tell you about the story? The story is also to do like the Keller machine or whatever, which destroys mines. Yeah, it controls mines. And the Master wants to get a missile, sort of like, yeah, I know, I did watch it, I promise. It's not that I know nothing, it's just I'm thinking, that didn't really make sense. But I really, really loved The Mind of Evil. Actually, I really, really enjoyed it.
I think it fits. It's obviously a story of that era, very much with with Unit and the Doctor and Stuck on Earth.
Absolutely. And it's quite interesting how it comes from sort of two parts, because like I think it is number 74 here that was used as the Unit HQ.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot of it set here, a lot of it set in like Stanmore Prison. But it sort of uses both locations quite heavily.
It fits them both together really well, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of, obviously, it's a 6-part story, but it kind of, I think, having those different locations means it doesn't feel draggy. I mean, you probably watched it more recently than me, so I'd imagine.
No, it was really, really pacey, and it was full of those sorts of cliffhangers, like the Doctor gets shot or whatever. It's like, oh no, how's he going to get out of that?
He's obviously not going to get.
Obviously, he's not getting shot. But it's also quite an interesting story because the director, Timothy Combe, actually got fired from Doctor Who after this story.
Really?
because your helicopter that appears in episode 5
Oh, yeah.
means to go went completely over budget, and Barry Letts wouldn't let him go to Doctor Who again.
Well,
So, R.I.P. Timothy Combe. Probably his legacy still remains down here.
Indeed.
I think over here also is where I'm proper touristy now. Proper tourist,
yes,
guys.
David, you really are.
Over here
the
is the gardens where Chin-Li, I think it
She
was.
burn some paper.
Yeah, she comes and burns some paper. And
The
so,
Master's in his car here when she gets over and hits
absolutely, yeah, this is probably roughly, we're guessing, this is roughly where the Master's car was. And like,
so Roger Delgado has probably stood here.
yeah, and this is, I think this is the only story we're really covering. With we're doing one other, but we're not really covering that much of the Third Doctor because there's not actually that much that was used in London.
No, it was all.
But yeah, and that it reminds me. I think that was actually my first Roger Delgado story. I haven't seen that many.
You hadn't seen any of him before.
I
Wow.
possibly have, but not very much. Like, do you know what I mean? It's more, and I was quite surprised to hear that it's only his second story.
Yeah.
As well.
Ed appeared in all 5 stories ultimately of that season 8. He was just like the big bad of every season.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny.
But it's just a really, really fun story. It's very different because it doesn't really have a villain as such. The villain is just a machine.
Yeah.
And this is a nice little B plot. Unfortunately, we can go to Stanmore Prison or whatever that is.
I don't even know where that is.
We don't even know. We don't even know.
Is that in Dover?
Yeah, it's a little bit farther than London.
Castle?
So yeah, it's a little bit
So if
out
you're
of our
overseas,
budget.
Imagine it's 100 miles away probably.
Probably. Series 2. That'll be Series 2. Exactly. But should we go and have a look at the gardens? We can't go in, but let's go and have a little look. So in this garden was where Chin-Li, I think it is, burns bits of papers. There's lots of like kids running around. And interestingly, actually, the kids weren't scripted in the story. That was actually Timothy Combs' idea.
What was it meant to be?
It was meant to be done in the car park behind the World Peace Conference. And Timothy...
The park's a bit nicer.
The park's really nice. I think...
Children.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where like he like saw the location maybe. I mean, how do we know? And thought actually this would be quite cool. And it's that sort of, I think it's the difference between the sort of evil of Chin-Li and the innocence of the little kids.
Yeah, it's a really good
And like when what is it? Benton.
Yes.
Benton's chasing or sort of trying to follow Chin-Li. That was all meant to be around like Trafalgar Square and that.
Oh, okay.
And in original drafts of the script, there wasn't very much of it. And I think a lot of it, like Timothy Combe, redid. So yeah. So this was filmed around educating fans here. This was filmed between the 2nd and 4th of November 1970. How many years ago was that, Elliot? We're going to keep a running
50,
track.
Probably 50.
50. Pretty much.
And obviously we can't go in here anymore. Sadly, we would love to take you guys in.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like just some sort of nice gardens, really, but it's completely private. It's
Completely private.
So if you ever move into here, let us know, and we'll come down and film with you.
Exactly. We'll do the Doctor Who, Elliot and David's Doctor Who filming. Special edition DVDs will be done from here. But yeah, it's a really, really cool story. I'm really glad we came here.
I know.
It's just one of those nice little places. It's actually a beautiful location. It's very standard.
It looks quite posh.
It looks quite posh.
Hence private gardens just for residents.
Yes. And yeah, let's see what else we can find.
And so, in concluding of the linking narration in the style of the 1990s Doctor Who VHS classic series releases for missing episodes, where
Sans
you get
Tom Baker,
or Nicholas Courtney, he did a few of those.
Did
where
he?
He used to, I think it was like on The Invasion.
I've never seen those.
On The Invasion, he did the linking narration. So we're kind of doing that now. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that little bit of an insight into Dalek Invasion of Earth and the Mind of Evil.
Yes. Do
and
you remember any of it?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
We looked at the Albert Memorial, didn't we? And then went to Cornwall Gardens.
We did. It was a nice day.
Locations.
It's interesting. Shout out to Anthony, our cameraman,
Yes,
who was amazing.
I'm sorry that I didn't link him enough in the previous video that we did. But
No.
yes, he was awesome. His camera skills were amazing.
We might also, I think we did a couple of vlogs from that day. A couple of
Oh yeah,
behind the scenes vlogs.
We did behind the scenes.
So we might actually plaster the behind the scenes onto the end of this or before this.
Let's do it after because
Yeah.
we talked about this like now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there were some behind the scenes which you've just reminded me of. So we'll end on that.
So we'll end
with
on that.
some random vloggy stuff from
But,
that day. Which I can't remember a word of that, to be honest.
No.
I can't remember anything about.
I think it was
filming
just me waiting for you and Anthony to set up a camera because I've got no idea how to do it.
that. Yes, I think so.
That was generally...
So I hope you enjoyed that next little segment, and I hope you enjoyed this little insight into a project that never quite came off. I'm sorry that it didn't. If you did particularly enjoy those features,
If Big Finish want to get in touch with us to do an adaptation of it in 30 years' time as part of their Lost Stories,
Or to write a Target novelisation.
or we can write a Target novelisation of our Doctor Who, Elliot and David's Doctor Who location adventure.
Let us know.
Let us know. That will be
straight
in the
on that.
works.
Well, we're happy to take any paychecks you're offering for doing
Absolutely.
those, yeah.
Or if anyone wants to give us like a documentary crew,
Yes, if you want to
fully paid for,
if you want to pay us a large sum of money and give us a documentary crew, we will go and film that.
we will.
We will do that for you.
We will.
So
It was just-
if you're a Doctor Who Classic Who Blu-ray range producer, and you think that would be a great content idea for any future Blu-ray box set releases,
Because we definitely didn't think that when we were doing it.
let us know down in
Please
the comments
do.
below, or send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram or on YouTube. I think you can private message as well, and we'll happily get involved.
Yeah.
Um,
But let us know. We don't.
you don't
know-
need to pay us much, just
No,
enough
just enough,
to live and get there, and a full crew.
and to like
for
so
our
we can
food.
pay for our food, pay for our Doctor Who collections for all.
Yes,
the
as long
time.
as you're going to pay for us to have free box sets for the rest of the.
And figures.
Yes.
Box sets for you, figures for me.
And if you can give us 3 or 4 copies of the season 12 Blu-ray,
That'd be amazing.
because then we can make a couple of thousand on that.
Maybe this is why this project never got off the ground.
I think we're just too big-headed for it, aren't we?
I think we are. There we go.
But anyway, we're rambling away. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little insight into a past bit, and hope you enjoyed whatever vloggy thing is to come. I have no idea.
I've been thinking about doing a 4D vlog.
A 4D
Elliot.
vlog.
Or a virtual reality vlog. That might be our next project in the line.
Well, who knows?
Who knows?
2020 is coming. Doctor Who is coming, and David's 4D Blu-ray vlogs are coming.
Maybe in the same sort of video. We tried and it didn't work.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
But we'll see you guys again, I'm sure, for another video very soon. Enjoy the vloggy stuff, and goodbye.
Bye. Hello guys, Elliot told me I can't start the vlog, but I will start the vlog. We're filming here at the Albert Hall. It's really, really exciting. We're only on the second shot of the day. They're taking a long time on the camera. I don't really understand anything technical, so I'm just sitting here looking lovely. It's actually a lovely day. This is March. We're filming the rest of the series in the summer, so this is sort of a tester day, but you wouldn't think it from the sun. I'm just going to babble because I'm just really excited. Oh yeah, sorry, no. Elliot's just told... That's true. We've done 40 locations or whatever over one day. That's it, 25 so far, 15 today. We're also going to go to Paris on the Eurostar just later on and do the whole of the City of Death. That'll take like 10 minutes or whatever. Amsterdam, Arc of Infinity, maybe Series 3, but you know. But Elliot's going to stop interrupting my vlog now because he'll probably get most of it anyway. But look at the Albert Hall. This is our first location. It's really cool. As our lovely cameraman Anthony said, there's Anthony. We're very happy to have him. He knows a lot more what he's doing than Elliot ever did. So I'm still waiting for them to set up the shot, I'm not going to lie. It's taking quite a long time, but we're having so much fun. Honestly, I've got a bit of a cold, but you know, it's brilliant. So hopefully we'll start in a minute. Oh, we're ready, right, bye. So most of shooting our locations video, which is currently untitled. I'm currently on portrait. I'm shaking it up. But most of it is me following these two around, them picking fancy camera things. Well, I sort of say, oh, I think we should do that. But I'm not really sure how to do it.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We're joined by the French tourist who's just taking pictures for us. He's nothing to do with us, he's just taking
He's the next YouTube sensation.
I mean, he's a camera legend. He's saving our lives, really.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest.
We're delighted.
Which comes to the Albert Memorial. This is the first official shot of the documentary.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
23rd of March 2019. Yes, 2019. So sorry for being forever in getting this together, but you know, we want to do this properly. So why would we do it in? It's probably going to be 2020.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Sorry,
maximize
guys.
Views.
I
shouldn't say that. Sorry, no. We're just trying to make sure that it's the best it can be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, as you can see behind us, we've got the Royal Albert Hall itself, scaffolding and all. It doesn't particularly look spectacular compared to what I imagine it does. Actually, no, I think that building work's taken like a few years, so it's like...
Yeah, it would look amazing. So Elliot and I were going to... we were going to do sort of like, because the Albert Hall was also used in Dark Variation of Earth.
It was indeed.
We were gonna walk through a bit of it in 2 shots, but the scaffolding, we're just not happy.
The scaffolding doesn't work.
Yeah, so we've dropped
And there's glass doors here, so we can't even walk through the archway like we used to be able to.
50 years on.
It's all changed, they've ruined it. And we've also been
Bring
thrown...
back Doctor Who, or what is it? Why not my Doctor? Hashtag
Rip
not
Doctor
my
Who,
Doctor.
1963 to 1963. And they've also ruined the steps. These steps didn't exist in the 60s. That first set of steps didn't exist in the 60s. It's all just wrong, really, isn't it, David?
It absolutely is. I am just appalled at the fact that it does not look like 1963, and that my fashionable t-shirt does not look like 1963.
It is fashionable.
It is fashionable. It's such a cool t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This is my episode 1 costume. There's been lots of discussion about costumes.
Continuity, that's going to be a challenge, isn't it?
Watch the hair continuity throughout these 2 years.
I'll do a little Twitter montage of our different hairstyles in the same episode or
I might even get
something.
new glasses at some point. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
don't do
horrible.
that.
Yeah, but I can't see. But you know. So,
Anthony, how's the shot coming along?
Yeah.
You feeling confident that you can pull this off?
we're so happy we have him.
We've already been told off once for filming, haven't we? That
Yeah.
was a bit awkward. But fingers crossed they don't care. It's just a blooming memorial. Is it really that?
And I mean, it's just a Doctor Who YouTube channel that no
It's
one
not.
watches.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I'm actually monetising this.
No.
Probably not.
Probably won't be able to.
Day one is done.
Day one
guys.
is done.
Yep.
Thanks to Anthony, who's been amazing.
The French
as our
tourist
cameraman.
is our legend.
French tourist.
Yeah,
The
French
camera.
tourist.
But yeah, that's day one shot. That's day one shot.
That's Cornwall Gardens behind there, Mind of Evil fame.
I know. Elliot wasn't a fan of this location so much, but
Well,
you know.
no, it's just there's not really much to see, is there?
But there's lots to say. As you'll see in the video, I did a lot of research into this, and I managed to say
Mainly
a
TARDIS
lot of
Wiki
stuff.
and the production subtitles.
Yeah,
I sent
thank you to
but-
TARDIS Wiki. Thank you to TARDIS Wiki.
And production subtitles.
And production
Whoever
subtitles.
wrote those, I
We'll
can
have to
find
credit
out.
both
but-
of them, probably.
Yeah,
But,
it's just research, you know. They don't research. They
yeah.
don't put their who wrote the research and then.
That's true, but I
credits,
think we
but-
should. But anyway,
Fine.
Elliot, how would you feel? How you shot day one? Shot day one of the Elliot and David's Doctor Who location adventure.
It's not really a very catchy title, is it?
I really love the title.
I don't know. I said it to Megan,
a
and she was
working
like,
title.
"No, it's terrible. It's way too long."
Yeah,
so
it's a working title.
It might not
isn't
be
it?
that in reality. I don't know. It's
Well,
been good.
these guys will know.
It's been good
'cause
fun.
It's been really good fun, hasn't it?
I'm looking forward to the next one.
I'm
It'd be good
so
to like
excited
do a
for the
more
next
full
one.
day because this feels like it's been quite a quick.
Yeah.
Just a few hours, couple
This
of
was
locations.
like a tester day. I don't like being down here.
Exactly,
So-
but you know.
It's been a little tester day, but you know, yeah, all the way down there, please. But it's been really fun. We've got lots of locations coming up, which we're really excited for.
And so,
With
can you click your fingers?
that,
With the click of the fingers, we'll be at day 2.
yeah,